Okay. Hi, this is Ice Blue 333. Currently, it is June the 17th, 2025. Okay, I want to give an update on pretty much my last predictions that I made in regards to, I believe, Obama, Hunter Biden, and Donald Trump. And as you can see, I mean, oh, and then also Hillary Clinton, because I mean, the progression is the astrology is going inside of her chart. It's going to last for a while, and I mean, but it's the only other big progression that I saw is going to be on July the 30th, 2025. And like I said, that same aspect hit during the Monica Lewinsky scandal. And so just look out for July 30th, 2025. This is going to be my last update in regards to the astrology and in regards to Hillary Clinton. Because it's too much just every day to just get up and just keep on trying to find specific things in relation to those dates inside of her chart. So, as you know, this is going to be overall. As you know, pretty much on around like what June the 14th, everything just went down. And I told you that in regards to the Los Angeles riots, well, it was the ICE riots. They happened across the United States. It was the No Kings riots. And I told you in my last video that those riots, they were not going to go in the Democrats' favor. So it came out that two Democrats, first they found a dead person in Los Angeles, I believe, and I don't think there's been any more updates on that in regards to the riots there. And then I believe like 2 days later, that's when the two senators they were killed in Minnesota. And then I believe there's another person who was rioting and they got killed by mistake. So yeah. So after these Democrats they were trying to get arrested, seemingly was it Newsom, Maxine Waters, and the other representative who said that she came here illegally and she was here illegally and somehow she ended up in power. That came out, and then later on, I think Padilla or whatever he charged the stage when Christy Norm was making a speech. And it's like he they were all trying to get some kind of scene put out there so that it can be inside the news to make things just look crazy in regards to Donald Trump being a dictator or a king. They wanted something to just promote their no kings agenda in regards to the riots that were coming up on the same day as Trump's birthday. As a matter of fact, Trump's birthday. Okay, on his birthday, I believe there was a full moon. No, it was on the 11th. The full moon was on the 11th. And the thing about it is that when that full moon hit, it basically meant that because it the sun conjoined his sun, but also the moon conjoined his moon because he Donald Trump was born under a full moon eclipse. So when that full moon hit his chart, basically there was a karmic point. And also I said that on the 7th or the 8th that Donald Trump he had a karmic event happening inside of his chart because his progressed moon made an aspect to his nose. And so what happened was his natal promise, being the eclipse that the eclipse inside of his chart, his natal promise states that he is going to be at the top of he's gonna have a huge rise inside of his life because his natal sun is conjunct Rahu, meaning that he can explode into a leadership position. But also his hidden enemies, which is the moon, which is at the bottom of his chart, they're gonna lose. And so that's what that new moon meant. That's what that new moon activated. So all the stuff that the Democrats were doing to try to ruin his plans or whatever, karmically it showed it, and the astrology showed that it was not going to go in their favor. And I told you that just looking at one technique, which I usually only use progressions. But you could look at the full moon that happened in his chart. That happened the transiting full moon, and you could see that it said the same thing. It was a karmic event that was going to happen, and what anything that anybody tried to do to him in regards to hidden enemies, it was gonna make him even bigger, and it was gonna make them lose. So I said in my last video that I said that those riots were marked by Saturn, and I said that just like I said back on January 20th, 2025, when Joe Biden signed those pardons, or when the auto pen signed those pardons, um the riots, whatever these Democrats were trying to do, it was not going to end in their favor. It was going to end in Trump's favor, and that's exactly what happened. So that's that. Next is going to be, I said, the 2 days to worry about in regards to Hillary Clinton, because she's my target focus. I don't care about the Israel-Iran situation, because even more stuff is going to happen, because the astrology looks crazy for the rest of the year. And I don't really care about that. My target was Hillary Clinton because I looked at her progressions and I saw that her chart just it looked crazy. So I am still waiting on something to come up with Hillary Clinton. I'm not going to retract anything that I said about Hillary Clinton. So that's that. I'm going to now pivot to Alabama politics. I'm probably not going to say anything. I'm probably not going to give any updates in regards to all the other things that are going on inside of the world, like I said, Iran, um, and all this other stuff. And yeah, I just don't care about it. I saw one thing, and that was a Hillary Clinton. That was Hillary Clinton's astrology, and that's something big is going to go down with Hillary Clinton this year, and also Bill Clinton too, because he had his progressed Uranus is going to conjoin his natal Uranus. So it's like, anyway, that's it for the updates for Hillary Clinton. Thank God I'm done. All I know is something big is going to go down with Hillary Clinton this year. Hopefully, it's going to be around July the 30th, 2025. Something may hit on July the 22nd, 2025. Like I said, the astrology is always right. The astrologer can sometimes just get things mixed up a little bit. But I am not wrong. So, bye for now.